Oh boy, a new Smash game dropped! I can't wait to have fun with all the new fighters, new content, and play World of Light. This game looks awesome! Should attacked, bitch. Downloadable content in video games is relatively common nowadays. We've got stuff like cosmetics, gameplay changes, and new major content updates. The Super Smash Bros. Series began including DLC in Smash 4, also known as and the version with Smash Run. In Smash 4, DLC fighters included past veterans Mewtwo, Lucas, and Roy, as well as newcomers Ryu, Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta. With Smash Ultimate, since everyone is here, all DLC packs include new fighters, and I'm a pretty big fan of the lineup we have so far. So I'll go into my thoughts, feelings, gameplay, whatever the fuck I want about each of the new fighters. I'll also give them a ranking at the end of each segment based on their hype for inclusion, representation, competitive strength, fun, and additional content. These don't mean anything. This means it's all subjective, so please don't kill me. I'll be splitting this video into two parts. This one will be Fighters Pass 1 opinions, and the other will cover Fighters Pass 2 once that fully releases. Alright, let's get into it, starting with Joker. No one saw this one coming. Revealed along with Cannon Incineroar is Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant was released as a standalone fighter on February 1st, 2019, but is available on January 29th, 2019 for players who bought the game at that time. Reception to Piranha Plant was definitely positive, though it was mostly because of the memes. I personally adore this edition. A basic enemy like Piranha Plant really is a part of gaming history, and its moveset represents Piranha Plants as a species very well. Piranha Plant is a heavyweight fighter, heavier than Samus, with below average mobility. Piranha Plant is a pretty wacky zoner that excels at ledge trapping the opponent with its versatile tools in forward tilt, forward throw, poison breath, and its neutral special, Patooie. Patooie single-handedly brings Piranha Plant from bottom tier to not bottom tier. Patooie's a strong projectile that can kill, edge guards, acts as an anti-air, and even combos. Piranha Plant's great zoning options and pressure in neutral and side special are balanced out by its mobility being rather poor, with its airspeed not being the best, making it harder to hit faster opponents. A lot of Piranha Plant's attacks have some hefty end lag behind them, so you have to play carefully as to not get punished for throwing them out. As a heavyweight, Piranha Plant is also combo food, but Patooie can sometimes help break combos. Competitive-wise, Piranha Plant is usually seen as a mid-tier character, with its susceptibility to combos being a factor in its unpopularity. Piranha Plant has seen little tournament representation without any notable players I can think of other than Best Ness's secondary Plant, and Brood, who has since switched to Banjo Kazooie. Here's where I talk about the additional content that came with Piranha Plant. There wasn't any, was there? Piranha Plant isn't a part of the Fighters Pass, so it didn't have any additional content, but it's a bit of a bummer. I would have loved to see a Bowser's Castle stage in Smash. Overall, I really like Piranha Plant. The most fun part of playing Piranha Plant is just playing as Piranha Plant. I love seeing it smile during a few of its taunts and its victory screens. It's like the plant is super happy just to be in the game. Its moveset is interesting and fun, with some surprisingly strong hits coming from a plant. While I'm not a fan of slower characters, Piranha Plant is still really fun. Revealed at the 2018 Game Awards is Joker from Atlus's Persona 5, leader of the Phantom Thieves. Joker released on April 17th, 2019, also known as the day that the Nintendo Online servers went down because of his release. I'm sure this will never happen again. Reception to Joker was pretty positive, from what I've seen from my friends at least. Personally, Persona 5 is my second favorite game of all time and I main this character. If I had to describe Joker...
Looking cool, Joker!
Joker is a middleweight with very good mobility that plays a fast rushdown style with flashy free flow combos, good edge guarding, and a really good comeback mechanic with Arsene, but struggles with killing without it. Joker's main gimmick is his Rebellion gauge. Hitting an opponent or taking damage, or being hit during Rebel's Guard boosts your Rebellion gauge, and once it's full, Joker summons Arsene. Arsene gives Joker a big boost to his kill power, damage output, and recovery, but his combo game is weakened due to Arsene's increased knockback. Joker will lose Arsene after 30 seconds, and the time is shorter if he gets hit when Arsene is out, so you do still have to think when playing the game. Joker can really combo an opponent well when following their options, and punishes shield very well through his great grab combos at many percents. Joker's combos feel rewarding, and is a very fun character to play and watch. Joker does struggle a bit with killing, as he has no early kill throws, and his most reliable kill confirms come off of the first hit forward air, which isn't as easy to land as a... And his smash attacks are very punishable if whiffed, so he does have to rely on an edge guard to kill early. Initially, Joker was seen as a pretty good high tier, but when MKLeo picked up the character, Joker's popularity and results increased. Remember when this guy basically convinced the whole world Ike was high tier? If MKLeo was a professional chef, he'd make dirt taste like the best thing in the world. Joker comes with the stage Mementos, which changes appearance depending on the music playing, and the music included has some really good ones like Last Surprise, Mass Destruction, I'll Face Myself, Beneath the Mask, and Rivers in the Desert. Overall, a good DLC pack and a great first impression to the Fighter's Pass. Joker oozes with style from his flashy animations and knife attacks having a red trail, and satisfies the part of me that likes to pull off cool, rewarding combos that don't feel too easy. There was a lot of love and care put into this character to feel authentic and well represented, from the victory screen mimicking the one for Persona 5, to his final smash, the all-out attack, that even has a special victory screen finisher. It totally helped that Sakurai is a Persona fan. One of the two fighters revealed on the June 2019 Nintendo Direct is Hero from Square Enix's Dragon Quest series, who was released on July 30th, 2019. There are so many video game heroes in Smash, yet only one of them is called Hero. While the default skin is the Luminary from Dragon Quest XI, there are alternate skins that swap the hero's model and voice lines with Erdrick from Dragon Quest III, Solo from Dragon Quest IV, and 8 from Dragon Quest VIII. Who names their child 8? People in the West had mixed responses to Hero, though Japan was super fucking hyped to see them in. Personally, I think they're a deserved addition to Smash, since Dragon Quest is a pretty big franchise after all. Hero is the most RNG-filled fighter on the roster to mixed reception. Hero is on the lighter end of heavyweight fighters with good range, but poor mobility overall. Hero's main gimmick is his MP gauge, which stores up to 100 MP. MP is consumed when Hero uses a magic attack, which are special moves. Hero plays a zoning playstyle with his 13 projectiles. Hero has 21 special moves that he can pull from his down special, Command Selection, that range from a weak slash that instantly KOs metal enemies, nearly useless, a reflector that stays active for 12 seconds, really good, to a blast of magic energy that has high knockback and covers a huge radius, even under ledge. That means that sometimes Hero works, and sometimes he doesn't. There's even a spell that selects a random spell, along with other effects, making Hero the slot machine character. Hero has great damage output from his spells and strong smash attacks, which have a 1 in 8 chance to deal a critical hit, doubling damage and dealing significantly higher knockback. With these smash attacks, they can be really devastating if they land. Along with spells such as Kaboom, Magic Burst, and even some like Sizzle, Hero has great kill power, but his combo potential, approaching, and overall reliance on RNG and his MP holds him back. Hero's hitbox, as a tall heavyweight fighter, is also rather susceptible to combos. Hero's reception on the competitive scene. Remember when Hero was banned in Australia and France? Yeah, that happened. People really don't like RNG, but as things died down with the Hero hype, Hero is usually seen as a mid to high tier with some lacking results. I guess people think an inconsistent character gives inconsistent results. Though I do have one complaint with Hero, and it's that if you're going to a tournament that runs Smash in a language you don't understand, you won't be able to read Hero's command selection. Good luck. The stage that comes with Hero is Yggdrasil's Altar. This stage gives me motion sickness, but the visuals are nice. How much do visuals matter when you're focused on the fight? Well, if the stage is constantly zooming around, I feel like I'm gonna puke. There's also 8 music tracks, Square Enix being as stingy as ever with their properties. Overall, Hero was a neat addition to Smash, but not one of my favorites. I enjoyed playing him for friendlies and just to mess around with command selection, and I think that the shenanigans that happened were really funny, so I wouldn't seriously play them, since I'm not too big a fan of slower, zoning-based characters a lot of the time. I also don't like focusing on command selection when I have to watch my opponent. Anyways...
Yo, Hero, nice!
I outplayed that, man.
The other fighter, or should I say fighters, revealed in the Direct is long-requested Barenberg duo Banjo and Kazooie from Banjo Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie released on September 4th, 2019. People fucking love this character, and while I've never played a Banjo Kazooie game, I've read about the impact the games have had on gaming as a whole, and wholeheartedly agree that they deserve their place in Smash. Banjo is a heavyweight with some really wacky movement. Banjo and Kazooie's initial run is slow, but their dash is among the fastest in the game. Banjo and Kazooie play like a standard all-rounder character. Think Mario or the Pits, where they don't have any major flaws, but are relatively average. Banjo and Kazooie have strong smash attacks, especially forward smash, which is not only brutal as hell, but also possesses the disjoint on Kazooie. Kazooie is a better sword move than some sword moves. Up smash is a multi-hit that I've used to catch neutral get-ups and landings, as well as an outer field option. Their tilts are also great, with down tilt sending at a disgusting angle that sets up for text chases, and forward tilt being a good poking option. We can't talk about Banjo and Kazooie without their special moves. Neutral special, while looking rather meh at first, can set up for some really cool shit that I can't perform, so here's some footage of someone else performing it instead. Down special, rear egg, is pretty unpredictable on when it bounces and can help you predict an opponent's approach, and then there's side special, Wonder Wing. It's called Wonder Wing because you'll wonder where your fucking stock went. This move kills, hits under a ledge, it's invincible, does almost 30%, recovers. All it's missing is that I can't pay my taxes. There's a reason this move has a limit per stock on usage. Banjo and Kazooie received, results in competitive play. Maybe it's just that people don't like playing a basic all-rounder character. Oh, so that explains the lack of pit representation. I honestly can't think of any major results this character has gotten, but the tournament footage I see is pretty damn fun to watch. Banjo and Kazooie come with Spiral Mountain, a stage absolutely brimming with content from the original Banjo games, or at least from what I've heard, I've never played one. And the music tracks are really good. Out of the 10 tracks we got, 7 of those are remixes, and I especially love the remix of the main theme. I found Banjo and Kazooie to be the least fun of the Fighters Pass 1 fighters to play, so I rarely pulled them out, and therefore didn't have much experience with them. And then I played them for a few days for this video. I found these two to be a lot more fun than I thought they'd be. Gameplay aside, they're a fan-favorite character bursting with personality that fits in with the cast very well. Hell, I feel like if Banjo and Kazooie were a part of the original fighters in Smash 64, it still wouldn't feel out of place. Guh-huh? Coming in from SNK's Fatal Fury series is Terry Bogard, also known as who? I'm not a fan of fighting games outside of Smash, and I hadn't even heard of Terry, but he's a pretty swell guy with luscious locks of golden hair, so I guess he deserves his spot. Terry is a heavyweight, same weight as Samus. So this means that this incredibly buff American who weighs 183 pounds is still lighter than a fucking potted plant. Terry has decent mobility as well as the trait that he always faces his opponent during a one-on-one match, similar to Ryu and Ken. Terry plays a footsie playstyle with strong close-range grounded options, good damage output, and great kill power. Terry can cancel certain moves such as his tilts, jabs, and some aerials into his special moves, resulting in great combos and punishes. If you've ever played against a Terry, you've probably been hit by Jab Jab Power Dunk at least 17 times a match. There's even a fan-made hoodie of it. Terry's other gimmick is that his special moves have command inputs. Each of his specials except Power Wave have 4 versions: a light tap on the button, holding the button, a light tap in the command input, and holding the command input. They get stronger in that order. Speaking of his special moves, Terry is the first character to have a back special, Crack Shoot. Other than being a good anti-air, this move costs me a lot of stocks when I accidentally input it. Terry's other gimmick is his Go Meter. Once he reaches 100% or is at 30% of his HP in a stamina battle, Terry can execute 2 more moves: Power Geyser and Buster Wolf. The amazing damage output and kill power from Terry's moves, especially his specials, requires the opponent to play more carefully around him, as a single read from Terry could result in an early stock loss with his high kill power specials and smash attacks. Terry's combo game with moves like neutral air and up air, down tilt, jab, as well as his attack canceling, results in some flashy and strong combos too. Terry's a crowd-pleasing character. Good enough to win tournaments, but not too good that everyone fucking hates him. Looks really cool, but also needs a lot of skill to play well. Even though Terry's good, he still has noticeable weaknesses, with his biggest one being his disadvantage game. Up B doesn't cling onto ledge until the end of the animation, causing him to be easily hit when recovering, and his landing options aren't very good. Terry's recovery options, while versatile, can be easily stopped. And while Terry's super special moves, Power Geyser and Buster Wolf, are very strong, they're safest when they're comboed into with one of Terry's moves, as they're reactable and also have a lot of end lag, getting Terry punished if they whiff. Terry also has to be at 100% or higher to use them, so getting punished when whiffing a super special usually means death. Terry is usually seen as a high tier, with players like Riddles and Locust showing that Terry can perform well and is a very strong pick. Terry comes to the King of Fighters Stadium stage, a unique stage with walls where the walls can shatter if someone is launched into them hard enough, and Terry also comes with 50 music tracks. You look on the wiki, it starts off normal enough, then you scroll down and come across the Great Wall of Fatal Fury. A lot of content for a Smash DLC pack. Overall, I find Terry wildly fun to play. His hits feel meaty and satisfying to land, he's mega strong, and everything he does looks really cool. Inputting his special moves aren't that hard, but it still feels rewarding. Both playing Terry and watching a skilled Terry is a great experience. Are you okay? Hell yes, I am. Revealed on January 16th, 2020 and released 12 days later is the last fighter in Fighters Pass 1, Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. People fucking hate this character. And while I like Byleth, I can agree that it is a pretty underwhelming end to the Fighter's Pass. Byleth is a middleweight with very poor mobility that plays with great emphasis on spacing. Byleth has the 8th slowest dash and the 10th slowest airspeed. To compensate for being slower than fucking King Dedede, Byleth's attacks have good range, kill power, and is good at edgeguarding and juggling. Byleth's forward and back aerials, when spaced properly, are safe on shield, same with down tilt, and down tilt also sets up for juggles with up air, which is a long-lasting multi-hit. Byleth's smash attacks are also great, with forward smash being a long-ranged attack, strongest at the tip, up smash being a good out-of-shield option, and down smash being a great read option and breaking shields relatively easily. Neutral special is a good projectile that can force approaches and sometimes snipe opponents off stage, and when fully charged, it can kill and break shields. Up special is a unique tether where if it lands on an opponent, it grabs them and either launches them to the side or delivers a brutal spike at higher percents. Side special is a huge hitbox and is good for edge guarding, and down special... Byleth's main weakness is obvious. Their mobility is terrible, making approaching very committal and needing to be played carefully, and some attacks have very slow startup, mainly the ones using Amir. Byleth's recovery is great vertically, but along with her poor airspeed, it suffers horizontally and is also easily gimped. Byleth fluctuates when it comes to people's opinions on them. Some say they're high tier, some say they're low tier, so I say right in between at mid tier. While offline tournaments aren't very common nowadays due to certain world events, Byleth has shown some success in an online setting, with many players like Zachary, Nico, and MKLeo doing very well with them. I can't really think of anyone else notable. A lot of people play Byleth as a secondary and are stronger with a different fighter. Byleth comes with Garrigmach Monastery, a transitioning stage that I completely forgot the existence of, and some really good music tracks from Three Houses. Byleth is okay. I said earlier I'm not a fan of slow characters, and a character's mobility is a big part of if I choose to play them or not. I'm mixed when it comes to Byleth. While I like their moveset a lot and find them fun to play sometimes, other times they feel too slow and unresponsive for me. Hey, maybe I suck. I almost completely dropped Byleth when Sephiroth released, playing faster and feeling more rewarding for me. I did like playing them more than Hero and Banjo before this video, but after playing each of the fighters for a few days, I find Banjo more fun than Byleth. While I think Byleth is somewhat fun to play, I feel like this might be the worst of the 5 DLC packs. Their final smash still looks really cool, but compared to the other 4 from the Fighter's Pass, it's a little bland. I'm not saying that the DLC pack is bad, far from it, but there's a lot of competition. I feel like it's a combination of, I'm gonna say it, please don't murder me, another Fire Emblem rep, though admittedly this one is more unique, and the reveal trailer being awkward and didn't give off the same energy as other reveal trailers. Instead of a great surprise or a wham shot, we got the camera awkwardly panning towards Byleth, and the surprise wasn't there as soon as he showed up on screen. I feel like this reveal would have worked better if it was earlier in the Fighter's Pass. Oh wait. When it comes to personal rankings, I find that Banjo was the most hype inclusion, with him being a long-requested character. Terry has the best representation with 50 music tracks, guest appearances from Fatal Fury characters in his stage, and almost all of his moves being based on something from his source game. Joker takes my pick for both competitive strength and fun, with his speedy gameplay and flashy movement being both effective and incredibly fun to play and watch. And Terry has the best additional content for obvious reasons. Well, it's time to find out. Who has the best, most worthwhile DLC pack of them all? Terry finds a balance to be fun for both casual and competitive players. Terry is a blast to pull out with strong hits and great visuals, and is satisfying to play. Most of Terry's combos are simple enough to pull off, but feel impactful and rewarding. There's an easier version of each special move that only requires the directional input, but you get greater reward from the true input. There's a lot of content that comes with the DLC pack too. 50 music tracks. Joker takes my runner-up spot for largely the same reasons, though is more fun competitively than casually due to his not as simple combo-oriented moveset being alienating to some, and there being fewer moves that reference his source game. The first Fighter's Pass was great, and the second one's looking really good. Clearly they learned their lesson on the ordering and put Min Min as the first fighter, followed up by a highly requested character, an unexpected pick, and Pyra and Mithra. I may sound disappointed, but I'm really not, they're pretty hype. Honestly, the real reason DLCs are added is to give Kirby new hats to wear. Well, if I had to choose Kirby's new wardrobe, I'd want Bandana Waddle Dee and Dr. Goomba Tower in Smash. I mean, they're both iconic and lovable characters with potential for great movesets, especially Dr. Goomba Oh, sorry guys, I gotta get that. Holy shit.